he can get through this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hadillah for Matchroom Sport proudly presents the main event, the fight of the night. We now present for your entertainment 12 rounds of boxing for the EBU and WBC Silver Super Middleweight Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, for the right to fight for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. We are sponsored by Dapperbed, StubHub, Scott's Menswear, and WeBuyAnyHouse.com. And a very warm welcome to our viewers joining us live on Sky Sports, our viewers joining us live across the French continent, and ladies and gentlemen, for the millions of viewers joining us around the world, this is Liverpool! All the officials have been appointed by the World Boxing Council, the EBU, and the British Boxing Board of Control. From the British Boxing Board of Control, Mr. Alistair Hayes. From the EBU, it's Enzo Giacopone of Italy. And from the WBC, it's Dr. Peter Ngatang. The timekeeper at the bell from the still city of Sheffield is Mr. Barry Pinder. Our inspectors working the red and blue corner are Kurt Haslam and Barry Corson. And our 3 scoring judges, adopting the 10-point must system. From Germany, Jürgen Langos. From Finland, Anssi Parajokai. And from Belgium, Daniel Vanderville. And when the action begins and the bell rings, the man in the middle, the referee in charge of the action, from Sevilla, Spain, Francisco Rosa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the waiting's over. Here we go. Introducing to you, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks, weighed in at 11 stone, 10 pounds, 7 ounces. A 24-fight record, 20 wins, 15 inside the scheduled distance. Just 3 defeats and 1 draw. The reigning French super middleweight champion and the reigning and defending European super middleweight champion from France, Hadillah Mohoumadi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks, trimmed with green, weighed in at 11 stone, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. He's undefeated, 18 contests, 18 wins, 3 inside the scheduled distance, the perfect record with 13 KOs. He's the undefeated British super middleweight champion, the undefeated WBC international champion, and the reigning and defending WBC silver super middleweight champion. And without a shadow of a doubt, the fighting pride of this great city, Liverpool. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Callum. So let's go. 12 rounds of boxing for the EBU and the silver WBC Super Middleweight Championship, and of course, the final eliminator for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world.
John. Francia.
Caution de Gea, docen con deportividad, suerte que gane ya. Okay?
Okay, good luck.
So much success for the Smith brothers in recent years. Callum looking to become the first of them to win a European title. Standing in his way, the man who had to wait a long time to get his opportunity, Hadillah Mohoumadi, who won that belt on the road in May last year, went to Madrid to win it, stopping Mariano Hilario. He's done a lot of travelling in his time, Mohoumadi. This won't faze him at all.
Out. Round one.
It's scheduled for 12. Not only the European belts at stake, but also a chance to move into pole position for a shot at the WBC title. And Mohoumadi coming out fast, very fast. Smith covering up in a neutral corner and then landing his first counter. Shakes a man who's never been stopped. And now it's Smith's turn to tee off. Well, that sent a message to Mohoumadi right there. Big punches coming in from Smith. And Mohoumadi soaking them up and backed up into his own corner here. Now Smith's just got to pace himself, take it steady here, because De Gale had 12 rounds with this fella and couldn't get a shot of him. Smith doesn't want to punch himself out, and Mohoumadi looks like he's regrouped quickly, but a very, very fast start from both men.
Well, when you throw more punches than you do have thoughts in your head, you run into trouble, and that's what happened with Mohoumadi. Every time Smith lands cleanly, he's got to go for the finish now. Every time he lands cleanly, this guy's all over the place.
He's erratic and he's unpredictable.
He come back with one.
He does, and that's a couple of times I think he's rattled Smith. Whether he's hurt him or not, but it's certainly got his attention. Well, they said in training for this one, he's erratic and unpredictable. That's why they brought in Jermaine Smile, the English super middleweight champion, who's got a style that's similar, because you don't quite know what he's going to do next. And a lovely body shot there from Smith, but Mohoumadi is soaking it up. But then a couple of right hooks, and Mohoumadi's backing up again, then a left hook upstairs as well. Smith pouring it on here, and Mohoumadi getting taken out inside a round. What a performance from Callum Smith. World class, you better believe it.
That was an unbelievable performance. This guy comes with a reputation of being tough. He proved that he didn't last long, but some of the punches that he took, the first left hook that turned things against him, was a finisher. He took so many finishing punches from that point on from Smith. But I knew Smith was right to go for the finish, because every punch was landing cleanly, and no one can take clean punches consecutively from Callum Smith. That was a terrific performance. Would we have liked to see him struggle a little bit, you know, show the character that we know he has? No, I think we're delighted the way it went. That was a tremendous performance, couldn't be any better.
No one's done that to this man. Stunning, absolutely stunning from Callum Smith. I bet brother Paul's happy. He said he had a little bet on Callum winning in this in the first round. Nobody thought that would happen. I don't think even Paul thought it would happen. They all expected a long fight. They were all ready to go the distance. But as soon as Mohoumadi came out like that, the first punch that Smith landed, do you remember that left hook? And Mohoumadi felt, oh, I felt that one.
I mean, Nick, a man of his experience, you go out, you've got 12 rounds, you have a look at an opponent, you find out what they've got, you find out what's going to work, what's not going to work. He was just pouring punches without a thought in his head. Bang!
That
landed
one.
Spot on the chin. How he didn't go over from that, I'll never know. He is tough, there is no question about his toughness. But, I mean, he just lost his way totally. And look how cool Callum Smith is. He regrouped a little bit, he actually caught Smith with a decent headshot when he came back. But Smith kept cool, kept it tight, and he just kept pouring the solid punches through. He was quite right to keep throwing the punches, because when you're landing as cleanly and as often as that, you know you're going to get the man out of there.
And the way he picked these shots at the finish, Jim, I mean, these are nasty punches, accurate, hurtful.
I mean, with the man's experience at this point, he should have been grabbing hold, he should have been taking a knee, but not. He was doing all the wrong things. He was looking for an opportunity to fight back. That's what, I mean, that's the natural thing for a fighter to do, but that was his undoing. Unbelievable result and performance from Callum Smith. Now, the referee should be stepping in any time now. Any time now.
He's gone completely here.
Yep, here
completely. And that's it. That's it. And that is confirmation that Callum Smith is now in the highest company indeed. I mean, there's a lot of people you talk to in the game, they think he's ready for 2 or 3 of the world champions right now. Maybe not James DeGale, maybe that is a fight too early for him, but he is right in the world picture here as we look at the finish once again. The only question is, Jim, what happens next? Because there's unification fights down the road featuring James DeGale, Badu Jack's in the mix as well. Who knows what's going to happen? All we know is this guy is going to have his day, and that day surely is coming soon.
Nick, he's only had 19 fights. I can't think of anyone I wouldn't put him in with. Ward, if Ward was still at the weight, I'd think twice about that. But no, we said he was a special talent when he turned pro. He's got a chance with anybody. The longer you leave it, the better chance he's going to be. He'll be a world champion, right? Safely if you leave him a little bit longer. But I think he's good enough to be let off the lead now.
Couldn't agree with you more. Callum Smith, world champion in waiting. And there'll be a lot of super middleweights looking at this, watching that and going, I don't fancy getting in a ring with this fella. The man with the world at his feet.
Well, Mohoumadi did everything wrong, Nick. You know, he came out, didn't have a look, just started throwing punches without a thought, didn't have any particular punch in mind, took that left hook, and that turned the whole thing against him.
Well, he had that streak of 6 first-round knockouts earlier in his career. He's putting together another one. Rocky Fielding in November. Now this fella tonight. He is the new European champion, and he's ready to step up to the world stage. What a future in prospect for Callum Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper at the bell, Barry Pinder, records a time of 1 minute and 41 seconds of the first round. Mohoumadi is in no position to continue. And therefore, your winner, and the new EBU Super Champion, and still the WBC Silver Super Middleweight Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, he is now the #1 contender for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship Award. Callum Smith.
So much success has come the direction of the Smith family in recent years. Liam, of course, world champion. Stephen, in a couple of weeks, hoping to join brother Liam when he gets his world title shot. Brother Paul still harbours dreams of his own, of course, as well. But surely it's just a matter of time before this fella claims a world belt as well. Joe Gallagher, who predicted this would be a tough fight and a long fight. And why would you predict anything else when you've got an opponent who's never been stopped up against you? I don't think anybody seriously thought Callum Smith would rip through this man in less than 2 minutes. But that's what he did. He's done it again. Stunning from Callum Smith. Truly stunning. On deck now for a shot at the world title. Got the European belt. The brothers are having photos, as indeed they do. After every time one of them has had a win, they are so close as a group. Very, very good friends, as well as siblings. Father Paul on the left there, how proud he must be of this quartet of sons of his. And now that we've had the pictures taken, hang on, they're bringing in Cutsman Mick Williamson, just wandering in very, very quietly. Scott Quiggs joining the party as well. So too Anthony Croller on the left there. He gets his world title defense next month. And when we've had this photo, we are going to send in Adam Smith. I hope he's not going to pose for a photo as well. Hopefully he'll just go in and speak to the new European champion, and surely, who knows, one day, future world champion. Let's hear from him, Callum Smith.
Thank you, Nick. He certainly is the new European champion. He won the English title in a round, the British in a round. Why not make it 3 out of 3? Callum, how are you feeling?
Yeah, very good, very good. I prepared for a tough night. He'd never been stopped, and he was European champion, so I had a lot of respect for him. But no, I'm hitting harder. I'm getting bigger and bigger, and I'm maturing into the weight. I think I was a late developer, so I'm 25, but I feel I'm a young 25, and I'm only getting stronger and improving all the time with Joe. So bring on who's next.
We know how durable he was, went 12 with James DeGale, but Mohoumadi started so fast, didn't he, tonight?
Yeah, he come out the blocks pretty quick, and Joe maybe said that he might try and rush it early on. Just stay tight, don't take nothing stupid, because he was heavy-handed himself. And when I sat on the ropes there and seen him unloading, they were pretty basic shots, unpredictable, so I knew I'd be able to get a counter off, and I think the first counter shot was unhurt him. And again, as I said before, I like to think I'm a good finisher, and once he has him gone, I won't let him off to you.
European champion, final eliminator for the WBC. Do you believe you've got the power to take anyone out at super middleweight that early?
I was just saying them, I've always claimed, I'm not a big puncher, but my record's suggesting different now. I do believe genuinely. When I get in the changing rooms, I put the little gloves on the pads, I do believe I can hurt anyone in the world, and I think I've shown that so far. And people thought it was just early on, I was knocking Jeremy out, so I'm European champion now, and I'm still doing this, so why not?
19-0, you are now mandatory. You wait for the winner of Badou Jack and Lucian Bute. When ideally would you like that fight? Because, of course, there are politics in this sport.
Whenever, I'd like in September. I feel I'm ready now. I think the level of opposition I've showed I'm ready for anyone in the world. But if he does have a unification with the winner of Gale and Medina, then I don't mind. I'm 25 years old, and I'm only getting better and better. So the longer I have to wait, the better a fighter I'll be.
Do you believe you can go from British champion to European champion to world champion within 12 months?
Yeah, why not? Definitely. I believe when I fought for the British title, I was probably past British level, but it was one that I wanted to win, and I won the WBC silver, which is a good title, and then I've won the European in one round. So why not? I'm stepping up and I'm winning with ease each time. So why not?
Let's bring Eddie Hearn in. I think you said wow to me through the ropes. It's happened again, hasn't it? And against this guy as well, Mohoumadi, who's tough, durable, and of course the European former champion.
Every now and again a special fighter comes along. We saw it last week with Callum. You see it now with Callum Smith. This kid's the real deal. Mundo's coming for the WBC title. He's going to turn that gold. Telling you now, this man is going to dominate the super middleweight division for years to come. Whatever happens, if Badou Jack doesn't want to face him in September, we're fine. We'll wait till January. If James DeGale fights him, he fights the winner. No one is taking the #1 spot away from him. He's fighting for the WBC world title, and he's going to win it.
So, Eddie, clear this up for us. April the 30th, you go over to Washington. James DeGale, of course, defends against Medina. That's the IBF, the WBC, Badou Jack, Lucian Bute. So should Jack and DeGale come through, what happens then?
Well, Callum's the mandatory for September. If they choose to unify the division, maybe we'll have to wait 90 more days. It doesn't matter. He's only going to get better and better and better. And if we fight again in September, he's just going to keep improving. Badou Jack's not going to want to face Callum Smith, let me tell you. This boy has got it all. He's got devastating punch power. Mohoumadi is one of the most durable super middleweights out there. Went 12 hard rounds with James DeGale. He's absolutely demolished him in a round.
Do you want him to get 12 hard rounds before he fights Badou Jack, or just let him in?
Not really. Badou Jack's not standing up to his power. He's got freakish power. Look at the size of him. This is a young, strong super middleweight who's getting better and better, who's becoming more confident in himself, more confident in his own ability. I'm telling you now, this boy's got it all. He's going to dominate the division. He's a scary, scary man.
You think he's that good? And then maybe even he could go up to light heavyweight with that sort of physique?
Everyone says, how does he make the the limit? He makes it well, and he makes it easy. But super middleweight is the division he's going to go and dominate. Light heavyweight, I'm sure, years to come. But right now, he's the #1 challenger. They've got to face him. They can't run. He's going to beat them all.
And next week, a small matter of Anthony Joshua against Charles Martin. He could become a world champion for Britain next Saturday night. Exciting week ahead.
Doesn't get much bigger. It all starts on Monday night, York Hall. Public workouts, Lee Selby, George Groves, Anthony Joshua, young Conor Ben. Get yourself down there, 5:30. Anthony Joshua wins the world heavyweight title next week. But tonight, it's all about this man, Callum Smith.
It is all about Callum, but alongside Callum, we've got Stephen Smith, who's going to fight for a world title himself in just a couple of weeks out in America. It's all happening for you Smith brothers, isn't it?
It is, and we've got to enjoy it while it's going well. You've got to take the good things while you can, and what better way to go over there and prepare for a title and watch my little brother do a job like that. Absolutely bouncing into it. I couldn't be happier. Your
little brother, he's a big, strong guy, and he proved it again, didn't he, with another first-round demolition. Do you think he's ready for a world title opportunity right now?
I've said for a while, I think he's more than ready for anyone. He's a dominant force, super middleweight, and he was always, he's young, he's mature, and he's getting ready. You've seen him now. He's matured, he's huge, he's massive, does the weight well, and he's only going to be getting better and better. If I was a world champion, I'd want to fight him now, because just every fight's getting better and better, and it's one of them things. You can take anyone out with the power he's got.
So eldest brother Paul almost did it against Arthur Abraham first time out. Then Liam did it and became world champion. You get the next chance against Jose Pedraza. How confident are you? He's a good fighter, isn't he? You've known him for a long time.
Yeah, good fighter. I rate him highly. I think he's a good fighter, but he's also a fighter I believe, you know, I'll beat him. You know, stars make fights, and I believe I've got what it takes to beat Jose Pedraza, you know, more than enough. And, you know, I'm very confident going into it. You know, my camp's gone well. And that's all I could ask for, really. A good camp where everything goes well, all my sparring's gone well, and you know, I'm ready to go. I'm going to be world champion in 2 weeks.
How many belts are going to be stuffed into that cabinet at your parents' house?
I don't know. My mum's running out of room, like.
Last word with Joe Gallagher. We haven't had a chance to speak really much tonight, but that was some performance from Callum. Was it something that you expected tactically, or did you feel he would go a few rounds?
No, everyone that asked me beforehand what type of fight it'd be, and there was nothing to suggest in Mohoumadi's record that it wasn't a durable fight. I said that it must go 12 rounds. You're seeing that he went 12 with the Guerrero. I said to Callum in the change room before he came out tonight, I wanted to treat Mohoumadi as though he was a Feditovs, go in there with that assurance of a Golovkin, go in there with that attitude that no matter what you're bringing, you're getting took out. And he went in there and done that in 100 seconds. But Adam, British title 1 round, European title 1 round, English title 1 round.
World title?
I don't know whether it'll be 1 round, but he'll win the world title.
Do you think Stephen and Callum this year can make it 3 Smith brothers as world champions?
Yeah, and Paul's itching to come back. Stephen's got a really tough task 2 weeks from time. Wins, he'll be the first Liverpool boxer ever to win a world title on the road, and that's what's driving him on. He's out to make history in 2 weeks.
We wish you the best of luck, and well done to Callum as well tonight. Terrific stuff.